Welcome to our sacred sunset meditations here on the banks of Mother Ganga as the sun's last rays dance in her waters. And it's such a beautiful time and a beautiful moment for us to take this time and go within. Every moment of the day is the right time to meditate. There's no wrong time of day to meditate. But there's some times of day that are particularly special and particularly auspicious. And early morning, of course, prior to sunrise. But this time of sunset is also a very, very special and very auspicious time. It's the time when the busyness of the day, the activity of the day, mostly focused externally in our places of work, in the world, active, productive, we shift into a flow of the evening. Flow that's more internal, both within ourselves, in our homes, in our families. And at this time of that shift, it's a special moment to stop and to go within. There's a reason that people have prayers in the evening. We have arati in the evening, just right around sunset. It's this shift from the external focus of the busy day to the internal focus. A shift from the high-speed productivity to the slower speed, internal focus. But it's also, as we gather at sunset, especially at a place as beautiful as here on the banks of Ganga, it's a time to also reconnect with the cycles of nature, and to recommit ourselves to respecting, to loving, to aligning ourselves with the cycles of nature. So much of what we suffer from today is due to getting out of alignment, out of whack with the cycles of nature. We're awake when we should be asleep. We eat when we should be not eating. Don't eat when we should be eating. We're all out of alignment. And this time of sunset, a time that's been the right time to do sandhya, to do evening prayers for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, at least in our written history, is a beautiful time to go within in meditation and realign ourselves with the flow, the cycle of nature, the setting of the sun, the changing of the colors, the slowing of the energy, the internal focus. So let's take some time and allow your eyes to close. Choose a position to sit in that's comfortable for you. Not so comfortable that you begin to nap, but a position in which there is a balance between stability and ease. So there should be ease in the body, ease in the breath, but not the ease of slumping on a couch. It's an ease that's interwoven with stability, with strength. Our spine is straight. Our neck and head are held erect. The body is strong, but at ease. And the breath is able to flow freely. Freely not only in the rib cage and the lungs, not only in our abdomen, not only in the physical body, but the breath is able to flow with ease through the energetic body, through the energy centers, our chakras. Give yourself a moment and just be aware of the breath. First, become aware in the physical body. Feel the breath as it enters the nostrils. Can you be aware of the breath? Right at the base of the nose. And as it enters into the nostrils, bring the awareness there. Sharp, focused awareness. Notice the breath at this place just beneath the nose. Notice it there both on the inhalations as well as the exhalations. So it's not just the presence of air, but can the awareness be subtle enough that you notice whether the air is flowing in or it's flowing out? Focus the awareness. Just beneath the nose and just at the edge of the nostrils. Can you become aware of the breath there? gently holding the awareness still there. Allow that awareness to expand. And can you now also be aware of the breath as it flows in through the nasal passages? Allowing that awareness to be merged with the breath as it flows in. We're on the physical level right now. So keep that awareness as keen and sharp as you can as the breath flows in through the nasal passages. Feel it entering the brain and the skull. Feel it entering the lungs and the rib cage. For a few moments, just allow that awareness to spread like a gentle blanket over the breath as it gently touches all of these parts of the physical body. The edge of the nose, the microscopic hairs inside the nasal passages, how the lungs expand on the inhalation, how the bones of the rib cage expand outward on the inhalations as the lungs take up more and more space. Notice how the rib cage opens and expands to make room for this breath coming in. And notice how you can feel the breath expanding into the abdomen. How the abdomen expands on the inhalation. See how low into the abdomen you can feel the breath. Expanding on the inhalations, releasing on the exhalation. And as the awareness moves through the physical body, don't let go of the places you had brought awareness to before. So it's not moving the awareness from the nose into the nasal passages, into the lungs. But it's an expansion, so we still are holding the awareness of the full pathway of the breath. And the awareness is just expanding and expanding on each breath, so that we are aware simultaneously of the breath as it enters the nose, and the breath as it fills the lungs, and the expanding of the rib cage. The expansion in the abdomen. The awareness just keeps growing and growing. And now as you breathe, see whether you can notice the breath in the more subtle parts of the physical body still. Can the awareness expand into your bloodstream as the oxygen from that breath is carried to every part of the body? Can you feel the breath entering the back, into the hips and the legs? Can you feel the breath in your knees? Can you feel it in your toes? Feel that breath being carried through the streams of blood, carrying this energy, this life force of oxygen into every cell of our being. Can you feel the breath entering your organs? As you inhale, let the inhalations become deeper and deeper. And allow that breath, that pran, that energetic force of life, feel it carried through the rivers, the streams of life in your being, to every cell. can you feel the breath coursing through the bloodstream, carrying that oxygen into the organs inside the body? Feel it. Feel it in your liver, in your spleen, in your kidneys. Feel it through all of the organs inside. And feel it reaching to the outermost levels of your skin, the muscles, in the arms and the hands. Breathe into the shoulders, the neck, breathe into the muscles of the face. Allow them to be filled with that sacred force of life. And as you breathe, if there are places within the body that the breath doesn't flow easily, are there places that are constricted or contracted, that are tightened? As you notice them, don't worry. Don't judge or criticize. Just draw more of the breath there. Bring more loving attention and awareness to the breath in those areas. Is there any tightness in your chest? Does the heart feel closed? Allow it to expand with the breath. Or the back. Notice especially the upper back, around the back of the shoulder blades, back of the neck. Are there places of tension there? again, don't judge. Just hold those areas with loving awareness as you breathe the breath deeply into them. Is there tension in your head? Maybe at the temples on the side of your eyes or in your jaw, in the neck. Just allow your awareness full of love to hold there as the breath flows into that area. Allowing it to be touched, filled with life. Notice the breath getting fuller and deeper as it flows through the entire being, like a wave coming into shore. And as you exhale, keep the awareness still on the breath as it's being exhaled. Making room for the next breath to come in. Notice gently how the breath is flowing not only through the physical cells and muscles and bones and blood, but notice how it's flowing through the energetic body. Notice how the energy within you is expanding, is opening. Notice how the breath is carrying with it not just life-giving oxygen, but how it's carrying subtle energy. And as you breathe, allow that energy to flow through you, touching and awakening the energetic body, like electricity flowing into a lamp, and the bulb goes on. Allow that energy to flow within you. And feel the energy within being awakened. Slowly and gently, bring the palms of your hands together at chest level. Rub them gently against each other. Press the palms of your hands into your closed eyes. Slowly open the eyes and lower the hands. As you move through your evening and your day, keep reconnecting with the breath. And as you do, feel that energy flowing through you. Feel it connecting you to the physical body that you inhabit. Feel it connecting you to the energetic body. Feel that breath connecting you. Even just for a moment, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just close your eyes. Reconnect. It'll bring you back into the self very quickly. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening.